So, hello, welcome back. Another Blue Note classic series remaster releases video. This time, finally again, 2 editions. Today we're talking about Duke Pearson's Merry Old Soul. The cover is unbelievable, the jacket. Fantastic. And Mr. Feddie Hubbard, Ready for Feddie. Iconic release, maybe not so high on the list like an Idle Moments or Kenny Burrell's Midnight Blue or Blue Train, but an outstanding jazz album. And of course, excuse me, we do a shootout against the Music Matters 45 RPM release. But before we go into Feddie Hubbard, we start with a release where I cannot do a shootout because I do not have another version of this Merry Old Soul. And to be honest, I almost overlooked this release. I don't know how that could happen, but went through and then I read about it and said, oh, one moment, classic series, Duke Pearson's Merry Old Soul. So then I ordered it, gave it a listen, and let's talk about it. Maybe we start with the album per se. It was recorded in February 1969, and we have here Duke Pearson on the piano and celeste, Bob Crenshaw on bass, Mickey Rourke drums, Airto Moreira on the percussions. Once more, the jacket. In this case, it's I don't do that regularly, but in this case, I read you some of the tracks we see on this album. Sly Ride, Little Drummer Boy, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Wassail Song, Silent Night, of course, O Little Town of Bethlehem. Right, a Christmas album. And of course, now is the time to get your Christmas albums, because end of November, early December, you don't get them. And it was a nice, a smart and a nice move from Blue Note to put it out in October. And it's a stunning Christmas album. It's an absolute highlight, and I don't play. I just gave it a listen, brief listen, because I don't listen to Christmas music outside the Christmas season. And in Germany we say that is bad luck. But come on, for a video I'm excused, and so I gave it a listen, and it's an outstanding listening, punchy, great Christmas music, and I really can't wait to get into it again. And I really recommend you this album. I don't know, maybe I'm doing, I don't know yet, a Christmas album video when it comes to December, and for sure you will see this one in it. Highly recommended. Great sounding, great album. Again, your usual suspects. Kevin Gray did the remastering, pressed over at Optimal. Once more I got lucky and got a brilliant, flat, silent, perfect vinyl. Okay, that's for Mr. Duke Pearson, Merry Old Soul. Okay, and now we go for Mr. Feddie Hubbard on this Ready for Feddie album. He plays here with Bernard McKinney on euphonium, Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, McCoy Tyner on the piano, Art Davis on bass, and of course Elvin Jones on drums. Same procedure, Kevin Gray, optimal pressing. We know that drill by now. And throughout, I really have to say that the later classic series releases got better and better and better in a way. And I think this is not due to Kevin Gray. I think he knows what he's doing from the beginning. I think they had some serious discussions with Optimal, and this time we have it here again. We have a brilliant sounding, great sounding album. The recording took place in, I think, 1961. Yeah, it was released in 1961. So probably recording was 61 or 60. And great album. In my opinion, but this is only a gut feeling, it's a bit underrated. I think it's a very trend-setting, important jazz album. If you consider it's 61, and an important, really important pressing. I, of course, compared it to my Music Matters jazz release. Wait, I take this one also that you can see, which is always a big pleasure in my opinion. You can see the session photos. The cover is not much of a difference if you ask me. Maybe a little greener, this is a little bluer, but nothing serious where it's important that we talk about it. So, is it like in most cases that the 45 is better than the 33 and the third? And we have a similar case. We have had a similar case with Out to Lunch from Eric Dolphy, one of the, I think 2 months ago releases, where I said, and that was the first time, they are on par. And we have this here for the second time. I'd say if you don't have an incredible good equipment, they are on par. What is the difference when you have an incredible good hi-fi equipment? What do I mean by that? I'd say that if you have an equipment that can handle the higher amount of information you get during a certain period of time from a 45, then you have a slight advantage, but slight. And if you can consider that this one, I just looked it up over at Discogs, there is one for $240, and then there are 2 others, one in Germany and he wants 450 euros, and one, I don't remember, it was around 400 too. So these Music Matters are always said, get them 1 year ago, but that they will get in that kind of regions that some of them are now, I wouldn't have thought that this is going so far. So, the good thing, you have it here. I paid 28.95 euros with shipping, and you get a great copy of an outstanding, important jazz album. So, all good. And what I've seen over at some forums, for example Hoffman forums or other things like that, it seems that Optimal is getting the quality issues that quite some of you had into an acceptable amount. So that was my not opinion, impression. Sorry, that was my impression when I read about this release. Really highly recommended. If you're into jazz, probably most of you already have it, don't you? Okay. Very eager to discuss this release with you. Let's discuss in the comment section, and see you on my next video, which will be about probably will be about Abbey Road and the Velvet Underground remaster, half-speed remaster. Okay, that's it. See you on the next video, I hope. Bye.